Happening now, a man charged with multiple domestic violence incidents violates an order of protection while locked up in county jail. 2 men face multiple charges after police seized 3 ounces of meth and drug trafficking paraphernalia.
And I'm Dakota Hunter in the First Defense Weather Center. It's a little chilly this week, temperatures around average to just a little below average, but we're watching for another nor'easter that could track along the East Coast that could throw some more snow our way. We'll talk about it coming up.
And the Jamestown Red Raiders secure a state title on ice. That's news now for Monday, March 5th, 2018.
Live and on demand from the Chautauqua Audio Works studios in downtown Jamestown. This is your source for breaking news. WNY News Now.
And good Monday to you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Justin Gould. Our top story, a man who was charged with multiple domestic violence incidents is in more trouble after allegedly violating an order of protection at the Chautauqua County Jail. Sheriff's deputies say 20-year-old Jamestown resident Brandon Tate called someone numerous times from a jail phone. That person had a valid stay-away order. Tate was previously charged with multiple domestic violence offenses after he allegedly kicked, strangled, and abused a woman at his Prendergast Avenue home in November of 2017. In addition, he was charged with aggravated family offense and first-degree criminal contempt. He remains behind bars and will answer those charges in the town of Chautauqua court at a later date. And police say 2 men are facing drug trafficking charges after allegedly seizing nearly 3 ounces of methamphetamine, 7 bags of heroin, a digital scale, marijuana, and thousands of dollars in cash during a traffic stop on Friday night. According to a media release, Jamestown Police's K-9 unit witnessed a vehicle turning in the area of Foote Avenue and Allen Street, failing to signal at least 100 feet ahead of time for that turn. The driver, identified as 49-year-old Henry Myers, was operating the vehicle without a license, according to the report. Police allege they found meth and a digital scale on Myers. Authorities also allege that more drugs, including heroin and $2,000 in cash, were discovered inside the car. The passenger in the vehicle, Jeffrey Myers, was charged with 2 counts of drug possession. According to the sheriff's website, both men were arraigned and remanded to county jail without bail. A new national mental health and suicide prevention hotline could be in the works. Lawmakers in D.C. are considering a bill to create a 3-digit suicide prevention line. It would replace the current hotline, which some people say is hard to remember, especially for those experiencing an emergency. Studies show when people use the hotline, the risk of suicide sharply drops. Sponsors of the bill say a new 3-digit hotline has strong bipartisan support. 2 million people called the crisis line in 2017, that number up from 1.5 million in 2016. And now we check in with Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter, who's standing by with a look at some sunshine for the start of our day.
Yes, we do. The sun is shining. It is fantastic out there, but you might want to enjoy it because that doesn't look like that's going to last for too much longer. Let's take a look at the maps. We'll take a look at Lynx 1 first, and we'll take a look at the high-res Viper radar along with the current temperatures out there right now. And boy, the temperatures are really chilly, nowhere near where they have been, but it's actually a bit below average. The average high this time of the year is 38, and a lot of spots not anywhere near that. It's 37 in Springville, 26 in Dunkirk by the lake, and if you notice, we have nothing at Jamestown again. The observation station's down again. Justin, I honestly think we should go there and just replace the whole station because I don't know what's going on with that. But anyway, it is what it is. So nothing at Jamestown, but it's 28 in Erie, 26 Olean, 23 Wellsville, and 30 up in the Falls. So not too bad out there today, but it's really chilly out there, and that looks like that'll probably continue throughout the week, especially later in the week when something comes our way. So the forecast for today, plentiful sunshine, but it will be chilly, going 27 around the valleys to 34 at the Lake Erie shoreline with a north wind of 5 to 10 10 miles an hour. So not a pretty strong breeze out there today, so that'll always help out. And the sunset time comes up at 6:12. So even though that's a surefire sign of spring, doesn't feel like it. And things will be changing for the middle of the week. We'll talk about that along with our full quick solution 7-day in just a couple of minutes.
All right, Dakota, thank you. Bill Cosby is back in court for a hearing about whether to allow testimony in his retrial on sexual misconduct charges from 19 women who have made accusations. Cosby's first trial ended in a mistrial last June. This time, prosecutors are asking for his accusers to be allowed to testify. Cosby's lawyers have said they would seek to delay the retrial if other accusers are given a chance to testify, saying they would need more time to present their case. Cosby's lawyers are also asking to present a witness who says that Cosby's accuser, Andrea Constan, told her she could make a lot of money by making a false claim. Jury selection is slated to begin on March 29th. The trial is set to begin on April 2nd. A lot more to tell you about this midday. Next, a Gary man is accused of violating an order of protection after he held a woman and her children at gunpoint in December. And later, the Red Raiders Hockey Club skated to a championship win last night. We'll tell you about that coming up next. Join us for the Dream It Do It STEM Wars and Career Search, Wednesday, March 14th at JCC. High school students compete in technology events and learn about STEM skills. Our coverage is built by Matco Tools. Learn more at didiwny.com. It's didiwny.com.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
WNY News Now is sponsored by Chautauqua Audio Works, 3335 South Roberts Road in Fredonia. More than a music store. Call 679-4333. Call now, 679-4333.
I just love to be with the dogs, and I like to do them one at a time. They don't wait for 5 hours in my shop. We have full groom, which includes everything from A to Z, nails, of course brushing, any trimming that needs to be done. I do offer teeth brushing, which is a little extra. So if he takes me 2 hours, it's $40. If he takes me 3 hours, I still keep it down. As long as the dog comes back happy and not at the door, I'm happy.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
A Jamestown man is facing DWI charges after he almost hit someone in the area of West 3rd and Halleck Streets. Jamestown police say they witnessed a vehicle drive erratically, almost striking a pedestrian. They stopped the car after an investigation and discovered Chad Thompson of Pennsylvania to be intoxicated. Furthermore, police say Thompson had an open container of beer in his car and he was using a cell phone while driving. The man now faces many charges, including DWI. And a Gary man who's accused of holding a woman and her children at gunpoint in December is back in county jail after he violated an order of protection over the weekend. New York State troopers arrested 33-year-old Richard Sendall for criminal contempt on Saturday. Sendall is accused of holding a woman and her children at gunpoint during a standoff in December of 2017. He was taken into custody peacefully following that incident. The children were not hurt during the event. In addition to multiple charges placed that day, he now faces criminal contempt charges as well. And 2 New York State police troopers have been hospitalized after they were struck by a car while responding to an accident on I-90 early Sunday morning. Lauren Linder has more.
It was just terrible. It was like a a hurricane coming through.
John Waite still in shock after a car rammed into his brother Jeffrey and 2 troopers early Sunday morning.
I really didn't see what happened, but I felt it and I heard it.
They were responding to a single vehicle accident with their tow truck on I-90 eastbound near North Greenbush when it happened.
The vehicle was marked off, the lights were on, flares were out, it was lit up like a Christmas tree. There's no reason why he shouldn't have seen it.
Troop G Commander Major Robert Patnod says the driver, 26-year-old Christopher Newman, failed to move over, which caused him to crash into a police cruiser, spin, and strike Jeffrey and troopers Brent Caro and Shane Schwartz.
Trooper Caro was thrown approximately 70 feet into the median. Trooper Schwartz was thrown and trapped underneath the tow truck.
Jeffrey was also trapped under the truck, which was hard for John to see.
I thought he was dead. I really did.
So he decided to do something.
I grabbed him by the legs and I pulled him out from underneath the car. I didn't know whether I should do that, but he's my brother.
Jeffrey's suffering from a laceration to his head and a concussion, and the troopers are suffering from serious cuts, fractures, and internal injuries.
They're going to have a big struggle to get back healthy and get back to work, but they are going to survive.
The driver, Newman, was arrested on charges including vehicular assault, driving while intoxicated, and multiple other traffic violations. He remains at the Rensselaer County Correctional Facility without bail, and John hopes he'll stay there.
I just hope that everybody's all right, and I hope this guy gets justice for what happened.
Officials say the troopers were taken to Albany Medical Center, where they remain in serious but stable condition.
Now, your first defense forecast with Dakota Hunter.
I can't be the only one who finds it hysterical when the word is vehicular.
Vehicular?
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's vehicular manslaughter. I just like how it's vehicular.
Well, I think that's the name of it. Like
Yeah.
the legal term, name,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
vehicular, because
But-
you used a vehicle as
Right.
a weapon, so to speak.
But we call it vehicles instead of vehicles. So it's vehicular manslaughter. Shouldn't it be
Vehicular.
vehicle manslaughter instead of vehicular? Anyway, let's go to weather. Let's take a look at the, this is one of our new cameras. We just got this online a while ago. This is in the Summit Township in Erie, and you can see some traffic down there as well. This is near Erie. The Summit Township is a suburb of the city of Erie. It is 31 with a dew point of 18, and one more stop, Holiday Valley. We've got skiers. It's a perfect day for skiing because of the cooler weather and, of course, all the snow that fell. So if you're a skier or a snowboarder, hope you go out and enjoy it because it's going to be nice. Now, we got another viewer photo that came in of our winter storm that we went through on Friday. This is from Teron Smith of a tree that fell in his backyard. And you can see, and this was the case, and this actually was the fear that we were going to have with the storm, was the fact that with that heavy, wet, heart attack snow and the thawing of the ground that we had because of the warmer temperatures that we had in January and in February, this was going to ultimately be the case. So a tree fell in his backyard, great picture of that, and who doesn't love a sunset? This is great. This is from Kyle Helis. I believe this is at, that looks like that could be the state park in Allegheny. It could be. So that's what that looks like. So great view of the sunset. Thank you to everybody who send in pictures and videos. We call you our weather eyes because you help us see what is going on in the world. And of course, you can always send in your weather photos on Facebook or you can tweet them to me on Twitter. My handle is HuntersWX. Now, on to Doppler vision. Nothing really going on. There is a light snow band coming off Lake Ontario, but it's very light. It's actually not being picked up on Doppler vision, but it's impacting the Lake Ontario shoreline communities. And then zooming the radar out, pretty quiet across the Northeast, but this mess back here is ultimately what's going to be coming our way. Pretty much for tomorrow. It's going to track across the Great Lakes and come our region. But we're watching the potential for another nor'easter that's going to develop off the East Coast, track along the East Coast, and that could throw some more measurable snow our way. So we'll have to keep our eyes on that. And again, this is Viper just to show you that snow band. It's pretty much impacting Monroe County around Rochester going out to Fairport, Urondequoit out to the east and down to the south. So if you have friends or family out here, again, just to keep an eye on that. Just a light snow band, nothing really big for that either. So to break down today's forecast on Metrocast, 31 degrees at 1 o'clock. Nice sunshine. The sun will be out, so it's going to feel a lot warmer out there than it actually is. As we go to 5 o'clock here, you can see the sun will still be out. We may have a chance of going full sunshine throughout the afternoon hours, but I think it's a little slim, but still expect a few more clouds. And 26, that's chilly. And then at 9 o'clock, 22 degrees, few clouds, of course, with the clouds breaking. That will allow the heat that is generated during the day to escape back into the atmosphere. So temperatures come down. And speaking of about the nor'easter, the National Weather Service has winter storm watches up and down the East Coast. And again, this actually starts down here and goes all the way up into the New England areas. So this is for Wednesday going into Thursday, a potential another nor'easter. They already had a couple, a feet or so of snow already. And because of its close proximity, again, there is a chance this could throw some more snow our way going into Wednesday and Thursday. Something we're going to have to keep an eye on. Now, I threw this graphic into the show on Friday, and I wanted to show this again because pretty much March is a wild card month. I often say that anything can happen in the month of March. The most amount of the hottest temperature ever recorded in the month of March was 82 degrees, set back in 1990. The coldest low temperature ever observed in the month of March was 23 below zero, set back on March 2nd of 1980. The most amount of snow we've seen in the month of March was just a little over 32 inches that occurred in 2000, and the most amount of rain we've seen in the month of March, almost 6 inches, 2001. So if you thought that winter storm was weird or this developing nor'easter is weird, where have you been? March is weird in all forms. There you go. Let's take you through a future scan over the next 24 hours. Again, nothing really showing up here. A few more clouds probably throughout the afternoon hours. Again, there is a chance some of these clouds could break and it could turn into full sunshine, but I think that's a little on the stretch. I think it's mainly going to be cloudy, probably partly to mostly sunny with a few more clouds. Going into tomorrow, clouds advance ahead of that system that comes our way with a few rain and snow showers. Zone by zone, town by town for tomorrow, and you can see the temperatures perk back up into the mid to upper 30s. And there will be a chance for a snow shower early in the day. Otherwise, it changes to plain rain, and it won't be as chilly as it is today either. Take a look at these temperatures. Mid to upper 30s with a southwest wind 8 to 15 miles an hour. And then as we go out to Cattaraugus County, the same story here, mid to upper 30s. It'll mainly be a dry day eastward. I don't think a lot of that rain or snow will be out there, but it become a wet and slushy one for the afternoon hours with a southeast wind 8 to 7. So not too bad out there for tomorrow either. Here come the next 7 days of your life, brought to you by Quick Solutions, and 36 average high for Tuesday. And again, we bring in a few of those rain and snow showers, and that continues into Wednesday. Now, Thursday going into Friday, that is when we get into that winter, a few inches of snow potential. Now, again, if that nor'easter does develop, it's going to throw some snow our way, but it looks like it's going to be minimal accumulations at that before we dry back out for the weekend with temperatures around average.
All right, Dakota, thank you.
You're welcome.
Interesting temps as we had we enjoyed a nice warm spell. Now we're kind of back to winter, like you said.
It is, yep.
What are we going to do? All right, we do have some breaking news that we want to reference
Breaking
right
news
now. This
on WNY News
out
Now.
of Utica, New York, where right now the college is locked down due to what they're calling a real incredible threat. You see this image by WSYR-TV there in Utica. That station is reporting that the college is locked down after an unspecified threat, but that it is indeed a real incredible threat. Officers on location on their campus there. The school is asking people to remain where they are and locked down until further notice. According to WUTR TV in Utica, a pair of phone calls that were threatening were made to some sort of the science center there and prompted this lockdown. They say a heavy police presence can be seen on the campus. That's all we have at this point, and when we learn more, we will update you and bring it to you here on air and on our website. Coming up next in sports, the Southwestern girls team is a win away from their championship, and the Bonnies are headed to the A10 tournament with a lot of momentum. Ryan with all those details.
First Defense Weather is sponsored by Quick Solutions of Jamestown. Count on Quick Solutions for printing, copying, mass mailings, and so much more. Part of your team. Learn more at QuickSolutionsUSA.com. That's QuickSolutionsUSA.com. With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
Everything's made fresh here. We love to be outside, and it's nice inside if it's raining, so we have a choice.
Locals and non-locals agree that the Main Landing is quickly becoming a destination.
It's just so casual, and just the food is amazing.
I love the hamburgers.
But I really like the tuna I had.
The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
WNY News Now with Ryan Hedrick.
Coverage Comes First means that we will put anything and everything we have on the line just so you know what's going on in your community. We have a lot to lose. We have our children to think about. We have our jobs to think about. How are we going to pay our mortgage? How are we going to pay our rent? How are we going to put food in the refrigerator? And if anything affects those things, we're going to report them. From crime to health to education, we will be there if it matters to you. That's what Coverage Comes First means to me.
Join us for the Dream It Do It STEM Wars and Career Search, Wednesday, March 14th at JCC. High school students compete in technology events and learn about STEM skills. Our coverage is built by Matco Tools. Learn more at DIDIWNY.com. It's DIDIWNY.com.
WNY Sports Now is powered by Phone Zone of Jamestown. With the largest inventory around, we buy and sell our own merchandise at a price that can't be beat. Have a broken screen? We'll fix it. Learn more at PhoneZoneShop.com.
From the Phone Zone Sports Desk, I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's a look at what's trending in Western New York. The Southwestern High School girls basketball team slips past Wilson in the Section 6 B2 championship played at Buffalo State over the weekend. Wilson led by 9 at the end of the first half, but the Lady Trojans came out strong in the second half, fought their way back in the fourth quarter. They were actually down by 6 at the end of the third quarter, but their second chance opportunities, they took advantage of those, and they will play Fredonia on Wednesday. Overall B championship, that game also played at Buff State. More high school playoff action. Class C, Allegheny Limestone and Holland. Allegheny Limestone won by 9, 52-43. The Class D title game, Franklinville over Panama, 65-49. St. Bonaventure men's hoops have won 12 straight. There is nobody hotter than them in the country. They finished the regular season strong, beating St. Louis. 4 teams near the end of the AP Top 25 lost on Saturday. Number 20, West Virginia. 21, Nevada. Number 23, Kentucky. Number 24, Middle Tennessee. That means Bonaventure most likely will be a top 25 team at the end of this broadcast. They were 16 points shy of number 25 Houston last week, so we'll see how that goes, and Justin may have some information for you at the end of this broadcast. The Southern Tier Express lost a pair of games to the mighty Metro Jets this weekend. They travel to play Toledo on Friday and Saturday before reaching the end of the season at home against Rock City next week. They probably have to win out to make the playoffs. From the Phone Zone Sports Desk, I'm Ryan Hedrick. It all unfolds here.
WNY Sports Now is powered by Phone Zone of Jamestown. With the largest inventory around, we buy and sell our own merchandise at a price that can't be beat. Have a broken screen? We'll fix it. Learn more at PhoneZoneShop.com. You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
It's tax time, so get to Express Bike and Auto in Jamestown for all of your vehicle needs. Service, inspection, vehicle sales, they do it all. For all of your automotive, motorcycle, and ATV service needs, Express Bike and Auto even offers financing. Your true one-stop vehicle shop is Express Bike and Auto in Jamestown. They're located at 1761 Foot Avenue Extension next to Quick Fill. Express Bike and Auto in Jamestown. Stop looking, start saving today.
Join us for the Dream It Do It STEM Wars and Career Search, Wednesday, March 14th at JCC. High school students compete in technology events and learn about STEM skills. Our coverage is built by Matco Tools. Learn more at DIDIWNY.com. It's DIDIWNY.com.
Do news like no one else. Investigations that get results.
I think the bullying had a part of it.
Anytime there's a tragic death of one of our students, whatever the cause is, whether it's suicide or drunk driving, we always reflect on what we can do differently and what we can do better.
WNY News Now investigates. If you have a problem, we're here to help. WNY News Now. Breaking news on WNY News Now.
And welcome back to News Now. We're with breaking news this hour. A tweet by Utica College in Utica, New York, sent out just 10 minutes ago, reports armed uniformed officers will be clearing buildings as soon as possible to comply with all law enforcement instructions. If you are sheltered in place, you will be evacuated and escorted to a safe location. This after the school went into a lockdown due to a message that was sent to one of their science buildings, prompting quite a big police response. We have a photo to show you from WSYR TV there in Syracuse. You see law enforcement vehicles there surrounding one of the campus videos. The first alert was sent out at 11:12 earlier this morning. The school is describing this threat as real and credible, and we, of course, will have much more on this situation on our website and broadcast later on throughout the day. Well, the Red Raider Hockey Club skated to a state championship Sunday night by beating 5 teams in 3 days, including a top-seeded team which required 3 overtimes to dispose of. Our Ryan Hedrick has more from the Northwest Arena.
One shining moment for 5 local seniors. The Jamestown hockey team tonight, the culmination of the hard work was witnessed here in this arena tonight. Joe Girassi is the head coach of this team, rarely at a loss for words. He was tonight after this victory.
Well, it's hard. It's emotional, and it's been a great run, and I've got 5 seniors I've coached since they were really little, and they're done. So this is a great way to end your career. You know, we came together really quickly. They were so close, cohesive as a team. You know, they love each other. They play for each other. They take a hit for each other, and this is how we end up. So.
And Cole Snyder is a football star and apparently a hockey star. He was named the MVP of this game. He willed his team to victory tonight.
I think sports are the greatest builder of character. I mean, that's what all my life is based off of. So, I mean, sports has really been my whole life, and they teach such great character. I think everybody should be in sports at least some point in their life. Well, you just got to get up every day and grind, whether it's on the football field, on the ice here, or in the classroom. It's just a grind every day, no matter what you do.
Now here's the real story with this team. They had to play 5 games in 3 days, the first of which was a triple overtime thriller, then culminating tonight with a victory over Roy Hart, 4-2 here at the Northwest Arena. Reporting from center ice, I'm Ryan Hedrick, WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
And now Coach Girassi told WNY News Now that Jamestown Mayor Sam Teresi plans to honor the team at an upcoming city council meeting. Great for them. That was nice. A fun game to watch for sure. And a lot of people don't even know that this Red Raider team exists, which is pretty interesting. It's a combination of students from all over the area, not just like JHS or whatever, but they use the Red Raider flagship, so to speak, to kind of be their mascot. But really cool, dedicated, and let me tell you, last night I was there helping Ryan with this story as his photog. Kids are, that's what it's called. Kids are stinky after doing all those games of hockey. Oh yeah. That was the first thing I noticed when I got down there on the ice. I was like, first of all, I was worried. I'm like, oh gosh, am I gonna fall? And then I'm like, oh man, they stink. But good for them. They don't stink playing. They just smell. They just smell. You know what else stinks? Our weather.
Yeah. But hey, you know what? At least we've got sunshine. Let's take a look at that quick solution 7-day one more time. And, you know, at least we'll have some sunshine today, but that's not going to make it feel much better. The high is going to be around 32, around freezing. The average high this time of the year is 38. So a few rain and snow showers Tuesday and Wednesday. And Thursday and Friday, we're watching the potential for another nor'easter that's going to come along the East Coast. That may brush our area with a few snow showers. Too early to know if we see any accumulation out of that, but we'll keep you updated. And the weekend looking dry with temperatures going around average. But boy, there is no sign of warmer temperatures, at least 40s or 50s, anywhere in sight for a while. So,
Man, I cannot wait until we hit summer. on the
I
lake.
know.
Beautiful. Thank you, Dakota.
You're
Before
welcome.
we want to go, I wanted to touch real quick on the AP Top 25 pullout for St. Bonaventure. They did not make the list. As Ryan mentioned, that just came out just now. So they did not make the list, unfortunately, and Ryan will have much more coming up on our website, WNYNewsNow.com. And again, the breaking news out of Utica, we'll have more information on that online and on Twitter as well. So that's going to do it for us today. Be sure to join us right back here tomorrow. Have a great day.
See you tomorrow.
Reputation.